Boom, boom, boom. The winter hit of 1994. How we rejoice. So, welcome to the final level of the Shareware episode, and it goes out with a bang. No pun intended. But hey, this level is fun compared to the other level, in which, well, the last level modus operandi was be a boring old fart and machine gun everything into the screen because there was like 2 missile weapons into the whole level. Into this level, well, there's missile weapons everywhere, so you can blow up whatever you want. Free bazookas and fire bombs and whatever explosive weapons you like for you. Well, all of the missile weapons are pretty much strewn out into one of the sections into the level, but I don't care, there's missile weapons into this level, and thus this makes this level automatically good compared to the other one. So the bulletproof armor is gonna be very useful for this one room because there's a lot of enemies with bullet weapons here, bearing this one jerk who doesn't want to play by the rule. You don't bring a bazooka to a firefight, for crying out loud. After that you've cleared out the main courtyard area, it's time to take care of those little areas. Well, we can bring a firebomb to a firefight, right? This is how it goes. After all, there's a word fire in firebomb. Yeah, it goes out a little bit better this way rather than shooting all through the fences using the machine gun, which really is a tedious process, which makes it so that you drain pretty much all of your bulletproof armor. But hey, with the rest of your Mercury mode, you can do this. Fly into all of those little courtyard areas in order to pick up all of the missile weapons and drop them outside so that you're able to use them whenever you want, which is really nice. But make sure that your Mercury mode doesn't run out, otherwise you're trapped. But hey, there's 3 Mercury modes all around the place, so there's really no excuse in order to be stranded into those areas. After all, you can allow yourself to be patient into this one level, because this is a really short level. There's only like 5 rooms in total into this area, so you better enjoy the little joyride. Right ahead is one of the most important switches into the level, because it's gonna open up even more explosive goodness. Yeah, this level really doesn't have any kind of shortage of ammo, so you better use it. Honestly, I probably could play through the entire level using only the no, not the machine gun, are you crazy? Yes I am, because I just blew myself up and I really don't care. I probably could finish most of the level using only the weapons back there, but I'm gonna need the flame walls for a few areas. Oh, and yeah, by the way, this is the first level in which you'd encounter Triad enforcers, and for a lot of people, that was the only level in which they saw enforcers, period. Because, well, a lot of people didn't play the retail game for some reason, so that's pretty much the only glimpse that they've got from this enemy. So, yeah, one of the upcoming sections is where I'm gonna need the flame wall. I'm gonna try to avoid backtracking as much as I can, but, well, it's a really short level, so thankfully it's not really a huge deal. So, yeah, that was why I brought the flame wall. And there's another section in which the flame wall will be very useful, but then again, there's not a whole lot of situations in which the flame wall is not a genuinely useful weapon. Oh, and make sure that you check all around the place whenever you flip a new switch, because it opens up brand new places and new items. So this room is pretty much more than half of the level. You're gonna be fighting off pretty much the main opposition of the level here, and you're gonna have to flip a whole lot of switches in order to gradually open up the room in order to get to the new switch that you need to flip. And that's pretty much all that there is to it. Just make sure that you watch out for the Triad enforcers. As well as this sneaking guard, because surprisingly enough this guy is threatening, because the moment that you try to climb up on top of the platform, he just wakes up and he decides to jump on your head and squish you, which is really not a good thing. It's also pretty easy to miss this part of the level, even though this is where you're supposed to go, because the moment that you flip the switch, you expect a wall to move out of the way as soon as you press it, pretty much into your line of sight, but you never spot it. But instead you have to come back to one of the first places where you had to flip a switch, which is not all that intuitive, but yeah, then again, that's pretty much the only part in the whole level where you're going to be confused. Oh, and this is also where you brought your flame wall ammo for. A whole line of people in black have just calcinated into their ashes, which also are black. fittingly enough. And you know what? Even though it probably would have taken me far less time to just machine gun him down, hey, might as well just run all around the place in order to get some more missile ammo in order to replace everything that I needed. And, well, it did work out pretty well. After the last level, I really don't want to machine gun a whole lot of people around just for the sake of it. This level is called Boom Boom Boom, for crying out loud, not pata 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 ow, ow, I'm dying. Unfortunately, level names cannot be all that long, so yeah, we're gonna have to live with this regret forever. And here we go, this is the Hall of Fame. You finally completed the Shareware episode, and we're gonna pick these up for absolutely no reason. So that's it for the Shareware episode. No, it isn't! Fake exit time! That's right, the Shareware episode pulled off this trick first. Although, to be fair, it's nowhere near as asshole-ish as it was into Elevator Trouble, because at least they're giving you time in order to fight off the enemy, and also there's a very convenient secret in order to allow you to deal with them. Oh, I never knew that Triad Enforcers had so much grace. This will be the next advent of a new hard form. Figure skating of explosions into the air that send you flying high to your doom. Oh, it's the sleeping division, and now they're all dead, unfortunately. So that will do it for Boom Boom Boom, and coincidentally, that'll also be it for the whole Shareware episode. I hope that you enjoy my playthrough of the Shareware, and I hope that, well, it also encouraged you to try out the Shareware yourself, because come on, it's free, there's no reason not to play it, and also it's the best set of levels for the game. This is like the only one thing that everyone who played this game can agree with. And once again, we also get an ending cinematic, although, yeah, it's pretty sober. It's also pretty somber. I mean, you've saved the world, but even then you get this really gloomy music. Which is, come on, what's so depressing about it? Oh god, they're in space! The Triad have taken over space! Or maybe this is what they call a teaser. Will you be ready for the Dark War? Well, I already am, because I've already beaten the whole game. And yeah, believe it or not, you used to pay $30 for this game. Honestly, I wouldn't really see that happen today. Nowadays, you can buy the game for only $6 on Good Old Games, or you can buy it for $6.50 on a Boji's online store. Not sure why it costs 2/4 more, but hey, whatever. So that'll be it for the Shareware episode, which was entitled The Hunt Begins. Just like the first level of the episode. How fitting. And yeah, you're just gonna stare at those guys for all eternity, or maybe it'll be something like 5 minutes. Oh, and just like in Dark War, they forgot the robot once again. I mean, into the Dark War credits, they wouldn't list the ballistic craft, and now they don't even have the patrol robot in there. They really hate them so much. Oh, and we get another one of the good old traditions from Apogee Shareware games, having a whole lot of silly messages at the end. So whether you want to read all of this is up to you. So next update, we're gonna delve into the warp-only levels of the Shareware edition of Rise of the Triad, as well then do a short demo of all of the extra Shareware levels that were put into the deluxe edition of the Shareware episode, which I'm not going to fully showcase because they're honestly not very interesting. So without any further ado, music please!